Hey, this is Dave Allred, and I've got another product review here for you. Now, this one is, let me show you, it's for a Stark USA in-ground pool pump. And as you can see some of the specs here, it is a 1.5 horsepower. You can see the voltage, the model number, all of that stuff. Shoots out 84 gallons per minute, which is fairly decent. I actually haven't been able to test this one out yet. My pool is winterized, and we don't use our pool in the winter, obviously. And here on the instructions or the caution says do not run pump dry. Obviously, it's not good for your swimming pool pump to run it dry. So I haven't been able to test it out yet. But what I'll do is I will come back and leave some more feedback once I am able to run it and test it out, and give you an idea of what it's like as far as the sound noise. How it does as far as pumping water and all that stuff. Give you some good feedback on it. But anyway, so far, just to give you kind of a rundown on the pump as I see it so far. I mean, it's a nice pump. It's got good weight to it. Obviously, it should, because of the motor. But I mean, it seems to be built quality. There's a couple of different features about this pump that I like, and some that I'm not sure about. It's just different. It's not necessarily bad, but it's just different than what I'm used to that I'll show you. So let's take a look at the lid here real fast. The lid is actually a little bit different than the lid I currently have. The only difference is the fact that this plastic part in the middle is free spinning. You can kind of see the gasket itself on the lid. The lid gasket is around the plastic part, and so it's kind of free spinning from the actual case it's in, which isn't a bad thing. It's just different. But I mean, it all seems steady, nice and sturdy, and looks like it'll last really, really well. Easy to put on and off. Let's take a look at the inside here real quick. Nice basket, nice quality baskets. Definitely sturdy basket. Nice deep pocket down in here. The only difference between this basket and how you insert it with my other pumps is if I tried to put this in a different way, it wouldn't go in because there was a little shelf in there that kind of prevented it from going in wrong. In the event that you put it in the wrong way, the water's trying to come in here and filter, and it's all just kind of getting plugged up right here in the very beginning. It would stop it, and it would come out. It would stay out partially, so that you couldn't put it in wrong. This one, it doesn't have that feature. You just got to make sure, be more conscientious that you're putting it in right, and that way you don't get a buildup right here and actually goes into the basket and filters properly. Which, again, not a bad thing, just one little thing that's different from the pump that I do have, which is a major name brand pump. For the price point, though, currently this one was listed for, at least, I was actually almost a third of the price of what I paid for the other pump. I get the same horsepower on this one, and the connections are a slightly different size on one or two spots, but not a big deal. If you know how to use PVC, you can be able to correct that pretty easily. But price point wise, you can't deny this as a replacement pump for your pool. So just to kind of give you an idea of what comes with the pump, you get a little diagram here of how to connect the plug if you want to do the plug. This pump, some people complain about there not being a switch on the pump itself. I've never had a switch on a pump. I've always had to hardwire it to a switch if that's what I wanted to do. But here it gives you a diagram of what to do. Gives you two different diagrams. You also get a handy little user manual here for some of the specs and how to wire it and all that stuff. Let me just show you an idea. I actually unscrewed these already for you, so I can just show you. There's the spot right in there, if my camera will focus, right in here of the diagram. And you can kind of see the different posts in here and compare them to the diagram. But it's pretty simple to set up, not that difficult at all. Even if you're not an electrician, you can do this. Pretty simple stuff. Just make sure that, of course, your breaker is turned off before you do hardwire anything. All right, so that's pretty much it. So what I plan on doing, since it is wintertime, my pool's winterized, I have not had a chance to run this pump. I've gotten feedback from other places that I've read that say it's very quiet, nice pump, works perfectly, has been working for a long time. So what I'll do is I'm going to come back here and on Amazon, and I'm going to leave my review a year from now, or actually this summer, and give you an idea of what it's like as far as running and how it operates. But so far so good. I really like the pump. And just one thing I forgot to mention is a little plug here for drainage, for winterizing and that sort of thing. But great pump. Looking forward to using it. I did receive it in exchange for my unbiased opinion, which is what you just saw in the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. And I'll see you in about a couple months here when it's right now it's in January, so 3-4 months, and I'll leave a little bit more review on this awesome little pump.